Damn! There was a mixed girl melee on social media recently, and y'all missed it. But I'm gonna inform you on what happened here. So, first of all, your girl Betty Idol, the singer and model who is Colombian and black. Your girl Johnny Blaze, the infamous former stripper, model, singer, and actress who's black and German. And your girl Moniece Slaughter, who is a singer, actress, model, and MILF, who, if I'm not mistaken, I think Moniece is black, German, and Native American. And I'm sitting here like, why are all of my pretty mixed girls trying to claw each other's pretty eyes? I just don't understand it. I just don't get it. So, if you guys are watching Love and Hip Hop, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta recently, you remember when Betty Idol was, where were they? They were somewhere out, and she had the curly hair. You know, in that one scene, it was her and D. Smith, and things popped off with the Bambi. And Bambi and D. Smith were calling each other transsexuals, which D. Smith is an actual transsexual. For the record, all of you people saying stupid shit like, oh, you know, Betty Idol is a tranny, like, I might have to make a separate video about that, but she's not a transsexual. She's not a transgender. Cut it out, please, people. I'm tired of people saying that. That's a lie. That's all a mythology. It's D. Smith was the only transsexual on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta season 5, okay? For the record. Jeez, so people stop saying that shit. Anyways, Johnny Blaze posted a picture side by side of Michael Jackson and Betty Idol. If you want to see this on my blog. And she was saying that that's what Betty Idol looks like. But what she said about the picture was, little one-hit wonder, please beat it. I'm not the one to come for. You was just on your knees begging Rose for another track, referring to Rick Ross. Last time I heard you on a song or even knew it was you, I wasn't even born yet. Damn, that's good if she heard her on songs before she was even born. Anyways, 1970 hit wonder. Don't do it. I told you that day I seen you, and you know when, quote, and you, I'll beat you up for fun. Did you forget, or did you and D. Smith forget? I love my trans, but you two make them look real bad, Minnie Mouse. Don't come for me. Laughing crying emojis, drops microphone emojis. Don't do it at I Dream Betty Idol. You had security robe you. Dorothy from Wizard of Oz, don't do me. Now, she said worthy, but I know she meant Dorothy, so I fixed that for her. Anyways, so if that's not bad enough that she's shading the shit out of Betty Idol, all hell broke loose. So Moniece Slaughter said, would that life be back in the 80s when ninjas rocked the S-curl? Johnny Blaze said, Betty better sit down before I snatch like I was about to a couple weeks ago. VH1 Hip Hop T said, well, just a bunch of looking eye emojis. Johnny went on to say, you'll see, let me be quiet. Now, I thought Johnny Blaze changed. I knew she wasn't going to change. Anyways, Johnny Blaze goes on to say, Betty, remember you had security run you out when we was filming? Don't do it, little Minnie Mouse. Don't. Trust me, off screen, I'm not to play with, or on screen. Come on, one hit wonder. You look like Flex Washington playing Michael Jackson, big fella. Now, here's what Betty Idol said. Betty Idol said, at Moniece Slaughter, just another typical baby mama hating from her couch instead of raising her kids. Oh, I'm so tired of people saying that. Fuck off. You know this ain't no fucking S-curl. All natural over here. And I know I'm going to mess with this word. It's a Spanish word. She's, you know, half Colombian. Eyu puta, go kick rocks. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Anyway, she goes on to say, at the real Johnny Blaze, duh. Read my words closely. Quote, you will never get screen time based off of your talent. It always be because you either on your fucking knees or trying to fight someone who gives zero fucks about you. So do yourself a favor and keep my name out of your mouth, you ugly bitch. Well, first of all, she's not ugly. None of you are ugly. So do yourself a favor, keep my name out of your mouth, you ugly bitch. Thirsty aren't you for some attention? Laughs out loud, just like that day you're talking about. Oh, and don't get it twisted, bitch. I don't call the police. I don't fuck with pigs. Don't forget, I'm Colombian. I'm sure you heard stories. Hashtag good riddance and go have another hashtag seizure. Teacup. I didn't know anything about Johnny Blaze having a seizure. Anyways, she also went out to say at the real Johnny Blaze, duh. Big fella, who the fuck are you calling big? Obviously, you haven't seen yourself in the mirror lately. Listen, sweetie, a small tip from me. Put the Twinkies down, see a nutritionist, get on a meal plan, and take that ass to the gym. Johnny Blaze does work out because I seen her boxing and whatnot. She lost some weight recently. She's looking phenomenal. Anyways, listen, sweetie, a small tip from me. Put the Twinkies down, see a nutritionist, get on a meal plan, and take that ass to the gym. Then you can come see me, fat, ugly bitch with no hit. I'm sorry. But who has security escort who out? You and Lil Tammy be lying and shit. Just like she lied to everyone saying she punched me in my face. Let's set the record straight. 1, I never got punched in the fucking face. 2, you were the one being escorted out because you obviously was on one and couldn't control your inner gorilla. Want some more bananas, baby? Banana emojis. Fuck out of here. Some people are calling her racist for saying that shit. Anyways, Johnny Blaze goes on to say, Betty blocked me. Don't hide now, Jerry Curl juice head bitch. Betty replied, bitch, stop lying. You posted a pic on your page and decided to pop off, so when I was ready to clap back at that ass, I was blocked. Fuck out of here. So now you're blocked. Johnny goes on to say, Betty, what's up? I'm at blah, 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 such and such blah, 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 address that I can't say on YouTube. It's on my blog. I don't know what that address has led to, but I can't say it on YouTube. I'm at bleep, 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 bleep right now. And Betty replied by saying, lying ass bitch. And finally, your girl Betty Idol posted a screenshot showing that Johnny Blaze did in fact block her on Instagram. Here's what Betty went on to say. She said, this ugly baboon looking bitch is fucking hilarious. Laughing, crying emojis. Bitch claims she's about that life, but on the other hand, she blocked me. Like I said, she doesn't want it with Betty. Con una lamarita. I don't even know what that means. You'll be somewhere in the fucking desert. Now you're blocked, bitch. Try and steal another pic now. She said Big gonna be like a cactus. Pricked and in the desert dirt. What's going on, Jesus? She says you're gonna be up in the sands. Oh my sweet Lord Jesus. Listen. These pretty girls are so vicious. They just be fighting like cats and dogs. It's like, come on now. Who would ever think that pretty girls would be so vicious? They're just destroying each other. I love how my girl Moniece Slaughter just slipped into the conversation. By the way, she has a new album coming out called The Naked Truth. The new single Blue will be available May 29th of 2016 here in the States. It's available overseas currently. Anyways, shameless promotion for the girl Moniece. So check this out. You got all these pretty girls going at it, gouging each other's pretty eyes out. And I'm just wondering, like, what is this all about, Jesus? I don't even really know how it all started. It seems like some pretty girls just like to argue just to argue, which I think is shameful because, you know, I would like to see the pretty. Speaking of pretty girls who kissed and made up, or rather licked and made up, just type this in. Moniece Slaughter, Mariah Lynn, lick and make up. Because I posted about that, but anyways, I'll just keep that out of the discussion, except for just to say this: Moniece and Mariah Lynn are no longer beefing. They might be queefing, but they're not beefing. But anyways, what are these girls fighting over? This one doesn't have a hit. This one just has one hit. Listen, Johnny Blaze has her hit coming. Betty Idol already has a hit. Kudos to both of you. I mean, being beautiful and talented and supporting each other. Why are they? What is? And it sounds like they already got to some sort of altercation already. And in my ear on Love and Hip Hop, from what they're saying, it sounds like the cameras were rolling when this stuff went on, which I think is, you know, I guess good for TV, is good for VH1. But I'm not trying to see my pretty girls, you know, break a nail and scratch each other up and hurt each other and whatnot. They're too pretty for that. You know? I mean, would you bring a brand new vase into your house and then just smash it on the floor? That's what I think about when I see pretty girls fighting. It's like, how am I going to glue a bit back together? It just makes no sense. It just makes no sense. But anyways, just because I think that these pretty girls, you know, should be nice to each other instead of trying to destroy each other, doesn't mean that you think that. Maybe you're a hater. Maybe you're the type of person that's going to sit here and watch this video and say, I want to see them bitches fight. Maybe that's the type of sucker you are. Maybe that's how you get that. Maybe you like to see pretty girls destroy each other. But I just want to say this. Johnny Blaze is not fat. She doesn't need to lose any weight. All three of these ladies look phenomenal. Y'all look like supermodels to me. I don't know what the F y'all talking about. Shout out to Johnny Blaze. Shout out to Betty Idol. Shout out to Moniece Slaughter. Moniece, you were smart to get in on this, leaving a random comment or two, because the blogs love you. So you got new music coming out. It's the right time to start some shit, I guess. Johnny Blaze has some new music coming out. Right time to be in some stuff. Hopefully Betty Idol drop a single too. Capitalize off of it, ladies. Capitalize off the publicity. Let's get this thing going. Get them coins. We're rooting for you. Anyways, just because I want to see these pretty girls win doesn't mean that you do. What do you guys think about the argument? Who do you think is right? Who do you think is wrong? Whose side are you on? I'm just on the side of all of them winning. I'm on everybody's side. All right. So shout out to all the pretty girls, Team Pretty Girl for Life. Let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com. Follow me on Twitter at Meat Magazine. And yes, I know, Betty Idol, that your mother is black and your dad is Colombian. I understand that. Please refrain from calling people gorillas and posting banana emojis and whatnot and calling people baboon. That shit is not cool. But other than that, this was entertaining. Hopefully nothing else physical will happen except for them performing on stage with each other and getting money and being on TV together. Hopefully they'll be cool at some point. Wouldn't it be fun though if Johnny Blaze popped up at the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta reunion and was like, "Fuck you, Betty Idol," and then Betty Idol says, "Bitch, is that Johnny Blaze?" And then she pops up in the middle of the crowd. She's like, "Yeah," just standing up there, and then when the security holds them back. That'd be interesting. Like, how the fuck did Johnny Blaze get at the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta reunion? Now, she was on the New York season 5 show, and she was rumored to be in talks or whatever to be on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood at some point. But for her to pop up on the Atlanta version, especially at the reunion, that'd be tight. Anyways, if any of the ladies that I talked about in this video saw this video, which I know you're not gonna ever see this video, shout me out. Say, "Hey," at Meat Magazine on Twitter or something. That'll never happen. Meat Magazine.